So, some big choices 100 days in from Trump's second inauguration, and a good day, therefore, to talk about all of this. Let's start with Jayme Poisson, host of CBC News' daily podcast Front Burner, which is the #1 Canadian daily news podcast. Jayme, very good to have you on the show. First of all, the immediate reaction, celebrations around Mark Carney and the Liberal Party, but there may be an economic and political hangover to come if Trump takes this very badly.
Yeah, well, going into our election yesterday, the president, of course, tweeted that Canadians should vote for whoever will make Canada the cherished 51st state, which I guess was a bit of an evolution from his other posts and comments. He seemed to be suggesting that Canadians should vote for him. So none of the candidates yesterday want anything to do with being the 51st state, but it really is unclear what the next steps are here. When Mark Carney spoke with Trump several weeks ago, they decided that they were going to wait and have a conversation after the election, regardless of who the prime minister would be. That is now Mark Carney. So I think we're expecting that they'll be speaking in the maybe coming days, in the coming week.
So what kind of relationship do you think is going to evolve between Mark Carney and Donald Trump?
It's really hard to say. I think it's very fair to say that the relationship between our former Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, and Donald Trump was fraught. Trump seemed to enjoy and revel in calling him governor of Canada. And
I remember, yes.
Lots of reporting that he thought Trump was weak. I think one of the words, lots of reporting that Trump thought Trudeau was weak. Some reporting that he called him a Twinkie. When Mark Carney spoke with Trump a couple of weeks ago, we really weren't sure what to expect, but they came out of that call and it all seemed kind of calm. Trump said that they had a productive and nice chat, and then actually he receded from his rhetoric around the 51st state and Canada for a couple of weeks until yesterday, until the election. So it's not clear to me how their relationship will. Yeah.
Just tell us a little bit about the evolution of Mark Carney, because we remember him here in the UK as governor of the Bank of England, and a very sort of urbane but clipped, quiet, sort of caricature almost of elite Davos man, and
Yes.
about the most unlikely populist leader I can imagine. So what's happened?
Yeah, I mean, still that guy. So we know Mark Carney very well here in Canada. We remember him well from the 2008 crisis because he was, of course, the governor of the Bank of Canada then. And he was quite popular at the time for being a calm voice through that crisis. There have been rumors that he would come back to Canada and that he might want to pursue a career in politics for years. And then finally, he threw his hat in the ring in January. It was very unclear at the time how that would work out for him. At the time, the Liberals were basically dead in the water. I'm talking like 45 seats before Trudeau stepped down. And Mark Carney was able to essentially bring them back to life. He won the Liberal leadership race. And
it is sorry to jump in, but it is a Lazarus-like revival of the party, quite an extraordinary thing that could only have been achieved by Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Can I ask you, this perhaps sounds a slightly strange question, is there now a slight sense of menace in Canada?
Like that we feel like there's menace coming from the United States?
Are you worried about what's coming from the United States?
Very much so. I think it's one of the key drivers of the results of the election that we saw. That was one of the central ballot questions, how to deal with Trump. Mark Carney won that ballot question. Essentially, all the polling shows that people felt that he was the best person to go up against the U.S. president. We have lots of tariffs on us currently, fentanyl tariffs, auto steel tariffs. And so I think there's a lot of anxiety here about how this could all play out.
All right, Jayme Poisson, it's been a very, very good day for Canada's Liberals, but there's a long road ahead. Thank you very much indeed for talking to me.